Well, welcome back, my friends, all to another rousing rendition. Choir Boys Outdoors. Listen, this is the Mountain Lion. It is designed by Alex from Aurora Borealis Knives, made by Work Tough Gear. It is in Bowler K329. Now, this one is a special edition, and there will be a run of these coming out soon. You can get a mountain lion with G10 handle scales, everything standard, from LAMNIA, LAMNIA. I will put a link in the description. Here's the thing, man. Work Tough Gear is expanding. When they do runs, they're making bigger runs. You can go to Work Tough Gear. You can go to Knife Center, DLT Trading, now LAMNIA. Not to mention, guys, there's a huge secondary market. Now, let me say up front, these handle scales I love. Lucas Carroll's Custom Scales, is one of the best in the damn business when it comes to custom scales. I'll put a link to his work, to his website, in the description. You can use scab. I believe it's all caps. Lucas, comment in the comments. I believe it's all caps scab for a 15% discount. Now listen, honest to God, and it's not just Work Tough Gear, guys. He's done a lot of, I got K-Bar. He's done a lot of different handle scales for me. Dude is amazing. Check this out now. This is 1-inch diameter sandblast hose. Inner diameter. It is 4-ply. It's thick as shit. It's better than a 1/4 inch thick. We've got a 1-inch diameter, and the knife cuts it. Now, I said this yesterday. I'll say it again today. See that? Look how thick that shit is. And it's reinforced. I'll say this again today, guys. It's hard to show everything on camera, right? I'm working on it. A lot of times when I say I'm a novice at best, man, a lot of that is trying to film the correct angles and give you guys the best look. The knife handled that stuff very, very well. I was very surprised. Not because Work Tough Gear sharp. They're always sharp. But the mountain lion is a little thicker behind the edge. It's got chopping capabilities. It's got batoning capabilities. This is one of my favorite designs from Alex, and it handles very well. Now, this one comes with a handle, with a choil. It depends on the blade, right? I know a lot of times with a bigger blade, I don't prefer it. I know that sounds kind of wonky, but I'd rather have the extra for the chopping. But a mid-sized blade like this, I do love the choil. It gives you some nice control. And again, the damn thing is just comfortable as hell in hand. I'll pin a comment with the dimensions. I'm on the way to work this morning. It's Wednesday. It's Work Tough Wednesday. I hope you guys have a great, great day. But I wanted to get this done so I could get this video out early and give you my thoughts on it. I went over to Kirk's this past Sunday, took the mountain lion with me. Now, he put it to the test too. And when we say testing, guys, it's nothing scientific. It's nothing, we're not pros. We're two guys in the woods playing with a knife, trying to get a feel for it. I did a little stabbing. I do like that this has a nice point on it. A lot of Alex's designs, the Kodiak it's in my top 3 all-time knives, regardless of brand, regardless of style. Love Alex's design on the Kodiak. This one's a little smaller, and it has a nice tip to it. What does that do? Well, it gives us a lot of options, doesn't it? Whether it's bushcraft or defense or hunting, or if you just find yourself in a spot where you need a tip at bow drill divots, stuff like that. A tip comes in very, very handy. And throughout the thing, a lot of times, guys, we do the same stuff over and over. That is by design, so you can see how each knife performs, maybe head to head or even individually, but it gives you a good sample size. But the truth is, with all this stuff, typically I have a general idea of what I want to do with a knife when I start, and then whatever's around me, I grab and we go. And I'll tell you this, throughout these videos, Kirk will walk over, pick up a knife, and just start chopping. We've got some dead oak back there. We got some dried out oak. And a lot of times he'll just bang on the edge to get, not really to get a feel, because we know Work Tough Gear's heat treat's spot on. But really, it's just to look and see what it can do. And I think sometimes it's to aggravate the shit out of me, especially if I haven't done a lot of cutting with it. But that's why we're partners and team choir boys. And I'm appreciative to Kirk. He's letting me use about, a quarter of an acre to have a YouTube studio. So Kirk, man, thank you. I appreciate you so much. And then you got guys like Shane, who helps me at work. This is a collaborative effort at Choir Boys Outdoors. Of course, you got Megatron. A lot of folks, you guys that watch every damn video and comment every video, I can't tell you how damn appreciative I am, man. If nobody watches, the hell's the point of doing it? Yes, I love doing it, right? I love doing it. But without you guys, I don't think it'd be as fun. Even the shit talk, I enjoy. Back to the knife. Alex, I always say this, don't I? I'll talk about my top 3 designers and Bill Harsey and Zeke Manacho and Donnie B all day. And I'm so blessed to be friends with all 3 of those men. Well, Alex is one of my favorites as well. I'm going to stop just naming the 3 because Alex is right up there. I don't know that Alex has designed a bad knife, whether it's the Kodiak, the Bear Claw, the Mountain Lion, the Lynx, the Mountain Man, you name it, the Grizzly. Alex has got you covered in different sizes. The thing about the Mountain Lion that stands out specifically with me is the size, right? I called it a mid-size knife. For a lot of guys, this would be just a giant hunk of steel. We've built our channel on big knives, and Work Tough Gear has been a massive, massive part of that. This knife, I think I'm going to take it camping with me this weekend. I'm going down south. There's a gathering. Y'all say a prayer for me. Good Lord, I'm teaching my first class. We're going to do how to choose a knife for yourself. I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be interactive. But I'm taking a couple of Work Tough Gears. Now, my talk will not be brand specific, but there's no way that I can do a talk without Work Tough Gear. They have been insanely good to me. Mr. Vic sent this one for me to check out. I've got some more to check out, and they'll be coming soon. I say it all the time, so it gets rather redundant, doesn't it? But the truth is, and I just talked to Kirk about this. He and I were talking Sunday. The nice thing about WTG is this: you can walk by and you can just bang it on an oak stump. It's not going to chip. It's not going to roll. It's not going to do. If you treat the knife like you're supposed to, it'll last you a damn lifetime. I don't care who breaks them. That's not what we do. I could break every damn knife known to man. That's not what we do. We try to do some actual use. Some of it absurd? Of course it is. I don't actually baton in real life, but I do for the videos. Again, I'm trying to give you the best look, right? I had some dumbass the other day, "Oh, you little bushcraft channels." I'm not a bushcraft channel. I'm a knife channel. You know what I'm saying? So you should have said my little knife channel. We sell a lot of knives. I have become aware of that over the past years. That's why when we do these damn things, I show you everything. See, a lot of times with Work Tough Gear, they become so easy to review because you know a couple things. You know it's going to be sharp. You know it's going to be comfortable in hand. You know, while no knife is bomb-proof, and we need to get away from that term or survival-proof or whatever, because my honest feeling is if your dream survival scenario comes up or zombie apocalypse, you're not going to treat your cutting tool like a hammer unless you're a moron, and then you just won't be around long. But regardless of the knife, if you treat it, but regardless of that, if you treat the knife correctly, it will last you a lifetime. And again, I was talking to Kirk. The thing is it's sharp, it's tough, it's all these things. I love reviewing them. I'm not even going to say testing. I love reviewing them. I love having them on the channel because they're easy. This is an easy video to make. An easy video to make. I don't have to overthink it. Alex has a knack, and I mean a real knack, for dialing in what a knife user needs. He and Mr. Vic do an amazing job on the actual design, the balance point, the weight, everything just fits in hand. They're fast to your door, and you say, Scab, is this a commercial? It should be, man. Why not? Huh? Why not? People ask me all the time about good knives. Now, they're a little more expensive, but they're not out of this world expensive, right? They're to your door in 3 or 4 days. Right there, that's probably as big a log as you'll ever see me baton or a limb. Let's call it a limb. Would I do that in real life? Well, I'm going camping this weekend. No, I am going to take some of that camphor with me because that stuff burns like jet fuel. But the truth is, when it's green, it's insanely soft. As it dies out and dries out, it gets to be pretty damn tough. Now, it's not a hardwood. Let's not be silly. But it's enough that if the heat treat is not correct, it'll chip the shit out of a knife. It'll shatter a knife. It's already has. I'm not going to mention it, but the Buckaroo shattered. And it was that camphor, but it's harder wood. Smells good, burns good. Now here Kirk stepped in, and I'm always appreciative when Kirk steps in because it's a different style. He is ambidextrous. We're cleaning up the YouTube studio. Real quick on that. I mentioned this a while ago. I don't shoot every video from over there, but man, I love having the option because it's in his backyard, right? It's a nice, I'd say probably 1/4 acre that we can set up. We've got an area for a tent. And this stuff right here, if we walked out of the woods and did not go back till midsummer, it would be a damn jungle. These things grow, they start off as weeds and they just grow insanely fast. That's why we like cutting them up. I like cutting them up. We'll cut them up and drop them where they lay, let them dry out. That way when we fire the burn barrel up, man, they burn hot. There will be a couple of campouts from the studio, let's just call it that. And I will be using some Work Tough gear. I want to take a quick second, man. Alex and Vic and all the guys at Work Tough Gear, yes, they send me knives to review, and I am so appreciative for that. But they're also there if I need to ask a question, if I have a thought, if something goes wrong, if I need something, they're there. They're good guys and they're knowledgeable. I am so impressed with Vic's knife knowledge. And here's the thing, I say this every video. They are not an American company that outsourced. They are a Taiwanese-owned business by a Taiwanese-owned knife maker. Vic Lin is a phenomenal knife maker. You guys have seen it, over 400 videos probably. And I always say hard use. I wouldn't call it hard use. I would say harder use, actual use, stuff that you're going to do. I mention it every damn time. If my grandson and son and other grandson were going camping, I'd send them a backpack full of Work Tough gear. I trust it. And there's as many designs and shit. If you can't find one you like, then I don't know what to tell you. Guys, thank you for joining me on this. Thank you for listening to me ramble. I appreciate you so much. There was a time in this country where 22 vets a day took their own lives. Now, stats are everywhere. We know that. That's why here on this channel, we focus on the number 0. Anything over 0 is simply unacceptable. Vets, we love you. Man, you got a place here. Guys, I back the blue. There's a lot to it. Not arguing about it. Don't shove it down your throat. Just something I believe in. And finally, if you are an addict, never quit quitting. Well, guys, this is the Mountain Lion. Check out LAMNIA. Check out Work Tough Gear website. Check out Alex at Aurora Borealis Knives. I'm Scab. You're not. I'm gone, son. Happy Work Tough Gear Wednesday.